Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Clinique Superfit foundation, and this is the colour number 17, which is cream. So first thing, don't buy this off the internet. If you're going to buy a foundation or anything, go in store, try it on your hand, make sure it's the right colour, because you want to make sure that your foundation is exactly, well, as close as you can get it to your skin tone. And also, when I went to buy this, I went with my boyfriend and I didn't want to drag him around the makeup section of Frasers. So I sort of grabbed it, shoved a few in my hand, and then just thought, right, this is exactly the same colour as my skin tone. Went, bought it, got outside, and it actually dries a shade darker. So this is a shade too dark for me and I hate it, so I put a lighter powder on to try and match it up to the skin tone as good as possible. So I am buff in the Revlon colour stay exactly, so cream's a bit too dark if you're buff. And so basically just let it dry before you think that's the right colour, because it does dry slightly darker. It's got quite a lot of shades though, so you're more likely to find the colour that suits you. The container says Superfit makeup, oil free, long wearing, and then it's in another language. So that's what it says on the packaging. It is 30 millilitres, which is exactly the same as this, and feeling it you'd think that this had like twice as much in. And also the look of it, you'd think that this had a lot more in, but it doesn't. It's exactly the same size. I've had this for 2 months now, and I don't really know how much I've used. It still feels like there's about half in. Well, more than half probably. Probably about that much in still. The covering is moderate. I would say it's not brilliant coverage, but it's not bad coverage, it's just sort of moderate. The consistency of it is a lot thinner than the Revlon. It doesn't run off your face, but it's close to doing it. It's very thin. It's quite, even though it says it keeps oil away, it's still very moisturising. Like, I found that the Revlon dried out my skin quite a bit in winter, whereas this doesn't. You put it on and you think it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, it doesn't set in any of your creases, or it doesn't look powdery or cakey or anything like that. You really don't think you're wearing makeup, but you've got that bit extra coverage and a really, really good base. It gets rid of pores quite well, I've noticed, but it doesn't settle in them so you can see them. It just seems to put a gentle wash over them and you can't see them that much at all, so I really like it for that. This one's quite orange based, but there's a lot of shades, as I say. It stays on all day. It stays on better than the Revlon colour stay, I would say. It does. It's slightly harder to blend than this one, but it's pretty easy blended. It does go on pretty easily. It blends easily, but you just need to work a little bit more than if you're used to the Revlon, because I know this is a very popular drugstore foundation. It says if you've got very sensitive skin, then a brand like Clinique may be good for you, because as I say, it's fragrance free and allergy tested and stuff. And Clinique is sort of a skincare brand. It's sort of the lower end of the higher end brands, but it's meant to be very, very good for your skin. So if you've got sensitive skin, then you might want to try Clinique. The packaging, you don't know how much you've got left in it. You can't see that at all, so that's a negative. It's a little pour on like that, so you can just squeeze some out, which I like in a way because you don't get too much out, but if you do accidentally squeeze too hard or whatever, you can't put it back in. Also, if you're taking this with you anywhere and it's getting like jiggled about and upside down or whatever, it like spills out and you open it up and it's just a massive mess everywhere. So that's not too good for that. It is plastic though, so once you've like completely run out, you could always cut into it and get that last bit of product out, just so you don't waste your money. I got this from House of Fraser and it was £19, whereas this is £12 last time I bought it, which was a while ago. But this is £12 and this was £19. So overall, I have to say that I like how it looks on my skin. It's very moisturising, it's very natural looking. It's not matte, but you can always put a matte powder on top of it. The packaging, I'm not all that keen of, to be honest. But, you know, the packaging is probably the thing that matters least. It stays on all day, it doesn't look cakey, it looks very natural, and the cover is moderate. It's nowhere near as full as this one, but you can always apply concealer just to give you that bit extra coverage. So I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Clinique foundation, and I will see you all soon.